So in this section now, we want to create in our process section. So let's go this way. The first we want to do is that we want to duplicate this. So we want to duplicate this and then bring it downward. So we duplicated it, and then so let's change the wordings here. We're having our process. This is our process. We're having this, how we make your dream. This is the text. So let's change the text here. Fine. So I always love to work with the structure. Let's work with the structure so we know what we are doing and then where we are. So the next thing I want to do now is we want to bring in a container, and then we set it to grid, we set it to full width, and then this will be 0, the gap will be 0, the margin will be 0, the padding will also be 0, and then it will be 4 by 1 according to what we have here. Look at it here now. We're having 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're having 4 columns and then 1 row. So grid make it much more simpler for us to do this way. So in this case now, let's put in the container, and then like we always do, let's set this one to 0, this one to 0, and then this one to full width, and then we should remove the gap. So in this case now, let's set the parent container to 128 by the right and the 128 by the left. So the first thing we want to do here is that we want to bring in our icon. But this is what we have in here. Can you see the icon? And then this is the icon here. We're having the icon here. So this is the icon. So let's now set the background color of it to what we have in here now. But the background color is main brand. Like this is the global color we gave it that time, and then this one, let's align the icon to left. So it's in the left, and then let's now give the container 24% pixel of padding all through. So that's what we are giving it, and then we also want to give it a border radius of 16 pixel. So across board. So grabbing the border radius of 16 pixel. So the next thing we want to do right now is we also want to bring in a container. So we're bringing a container. We are setting the margin to 0. We are setting the padding to 0. We are setting it to full width. We are also removing the gap. So in the container, we are having two text here, book a call, and then the dummy text here, book a call. Let's copy it, and then inside this, let's also bring a heading. So the heading we are bringing here is going to be H2, and then let's call it book a call, and then give it the color. So the color we are going to make use of is brand color, which is what we've given the global color. And then we are having font weight of 700, size of 24 pixel. So font weight of 700, size of 24 pixel. That's what we're having here. So also here we want to bring in the text element or the text widget. That's what we are bringing here for this one. So let's copy it and then put it there. So the styling will be what? White 16 pixel and then 24 pixel line height, 24 pixel line height, 16 pixel, and then the color is what? Since we've set white to the global color, and then so line height is 24 pixel, and then the gap between these two is 11 pixel, as you can see. So this is the container here, and then let's now set this to 11 pixel. This is what we have in here. So can you see? Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so there is a gap between these two. So let's put in the gap between this icon and then this container. So we have 24 pixel. So the icon will give us we are going to give it a padding bottom of 24 pixel. So can you see what we're having right now? So this is what we're having right now. So let's do what? Let's save it and then let's view it in the front end. So let's refresh this page. So it has been refreshed. So can you see what we have here now? So this is what we're having right here now. So you can see how beautiful it is. So let's continue. So the next we are just going to do is just that since everything is the same thing, we can just duplicate it. We just want to duplicate this certain column. So let's duplicate it one. To duplicate it to 4 places, 2. And so we're having 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the last one 4. So this is what we're having right now. So let's give it a word, a gap of what? A gap of 32 pixels. So this is the gap we're going to be giving it here now. So we're going to set the grid here now, the grid gap to 32 pixels. 32 pixels. I don't want this thing to be in 3 lines, so let's just reduce the gap to something like 20 pixels. Yeah, so I think we are cool this way. So let's just change the text. The first one is book with code, the second one is get a quote. Second one is get a quote. The third one is work start. And then the last one is handover. So we're having handover here. So let's publish it. Let's check the mobile. How it's being viewed on mobile. You can see it is not viewing on mobile. So let's change this one to number 1. Let's change this one to 40. It's the first thing we want to do. Let's change this one to 40. And then also we are going to make it 2 by 2. That is 2 on a row, 2 on a column. Can you see? So we want to give it 2 and then by 2. This is what we have in here. Can you see now? And then I believe it's going to be quite responsive on the mobile mode. So let's just set the padding to 20 pixels like we have always been doing. So we are setting this padding to 20 pixels, 20 pixels. Can you see? So can you see that it is now good now? So let's publish it and then let's go and view it in our front end. So we are publishing it here, and then let's view it here. So let's see how it looks like. Yeah, look at how it looks like now. So we've been able to achieve this. So we've been able to do 1 or 2 things. This is what we've been able to do so far. So in the next section, we'll be discussing about the testimonial section, and then we'll be designing it. Okay, now see you guys in the next section.